Hey guys, welcome to day 20 of our devotionals. I hope you've been encouraged by the diversity of speakers we've had who've contributed to this. They've brought some great wisdom and insight. And today I just want to share another thought with you from Proverbs 20 and verse 29. It says, "The glory of the young is in their strength. The grey hair of experience is the splendour of the old." I believe in generational church. I remember Paul Scanlon speaking in a conference once called Generational or Generations. And he said, as I looked out at this conference, all I could see was grey hairs. And he said to the people, I think we're advertising in the window a lot of things we don't have in the shop. And he was trying to say to them that you've called this conference generational, but it's not generational at all. There's only one age group here. And church can be like that. And as I've observed church over the years, it's so easy sometimes in church life to despise the young and think that they're immature and inexperienced and therefore don't qualify for ministry. But at the same time, we can dismiss the older generation as if they've had their day. And so they have no vision or purpose anymore, and we kind of neglect them and push them to the sideline. I don't think we do it intentionally, but in church life it can be a bit like that. And I think we do ourselves a disservice, because Jesus wants to build a generational church. When he said, I will build my church, he wasn't thinking of one age group. He was thinking of the old and the young. He was thinking of multicultural, multi-gifted, multi-diverse church, bringing them all together and using them for his glory. And so it's man that despises and dismisses people. It's us who overlook those that are there, that have the potential for being used for great things. It is us who overlook perhaps the more mature generation, the older generation, and consider them perhaps not as relevant as they used to be, and forget that there is experience and wisdom there. And actually, a lot of the older generation are more in touch than some of the younger generation. And so we have to be careful not to make that mistake. Some people want to build a youth church, but our youth church will one day be an old church because they're getting older. And other churches are full of grey hairs and they're happy to stay that way. They just want to keep what they've got. And that's the tragedy. But if we realise this verse in verse 29, that the glory of the young is their strength. They have energy, they have passion. But the splendour of the older generation, the grey hairs, is they have experience. And this is what I've learned, that strength without wisdom is unproductive. Wisdom without strength is inactive, but both together are effective. When we harness wisdom and experience and strength and energy together, then the church becomes an incredible dynamic. It becomes an incredible organism that God can use. It becomes mature, experienced, powerful, wise, active, and a force to be reckoned with. And so I want to encourage you, whether you're young or old, God has a purpose for you, he has a plan for you, and he wants to use you. And the church is a place where we can come and God can use us and bless us and make a difference in our lives and through us to other people's lives. Every Moses needs a Joshua, and every Joshua needs a Moses. Every Elijah needs an Elisha. Every Paul needs a Timothy, and vice versa. There's a reason that they are there. And every Ken needs a Dale, and every Dale needs a Ken. Because they bring wisdom, energy, strength, and experience. It's not either or. It's and. Moses and Joshua, Paul and Timothy, Ken and Dale. And so I want to encourage us to be a generational church and to think generationally. And to have respect for our elders, but also to release our young people as well. Because that's the church God wants to build. A diverse church, unity within diversity. You don't have to have unity, or you don't have to have uniformity to have unity. We don't all have to look the same, do the same, and be the same for there to be one purpose, one heart and one mind. Look at Jesus' disciples, very different characters, but with one cause and one purpose. And that's what God wants for us. So I want to encourage you, whether you have grey hair, no hair, or long hair, or just grey short hair like mine, wherever you're at, God wants to bless you, show you his favour, and release you and use you for his glory to build his kingdom. God bless you. Great to be with you today. Have a great day.